clowning
Played
on the
Elden
dog,
Ring for
like,
the first time.
did you?
I did.
How'd you like it?
It was okay.
It's okay.
I didn't play much of it. I was like at my buddy Julian's place, so I didn't like, play that far in. But it was decent. It was decent, as they say.
Are you liking it as much as everyone else, or are you just kind of like, eh?
What would you say?
Oh fuck. I said, are you liking it as much as everyone else, or are you kind of just meh about it?
Kind of just mad. I don't know. I can't get into like I don't get as into lore as some people do, and like when there's like learn 12 mechanics at the beginning of the game, I'm kind of like no. Like I'll learn like the first couple, get bored, and like want to move on. Like I don't know. There was something that I got to like one part, and then they were like, "You can use the thing to upgrade it," and I was like, "I'm not learning that right now. I just learned 5 other things, and I just left." I was like, "I'm not doing that. Like I just can't. I can't make myself like really sit there for the first. Like if the tutorial is just like long and drawn out and stuff, I'm like, I can't." But I don't know. It was okay though. This little tutorial boss, like the very, very first one, I think I beat him first try, but like kind of horribly. The fucking telegraphing of their hits is always a little bit longer than I think it is. Like every enemy in general. Like because I think it's gonna be like more punishing than it is, and that they're gonna hit quicker, but it's always like I'm winding up and I'm still winding up, and now I hit, and I always think it's like it's just shorter, but I'm just an idiot.
Dude, I've been meaning to. I've been meaning
to. Just not right there.
I've been trying to get my acoustic guitar plugged in to my amp. What the fuck? Yeah, Gary, you know my stepdad, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. You just came down from heaven, huh?
I just wanted to fuck around. What about your stepdad?
But he gave me an acoustic amp.
Okay.
That I can plug into my acoustic guitar.
That's pretty sick.
And yeah, I've been I've been meaning to plug that in and try it out and just kind of fuck around with it.
Yeah.
It's if you know anything about like amps or anything for guitars, it's made by Crate.
I don't know anything.
Yeah, I mean they have a pretty good reputation. They're not like, I don't think they're the best out there, obviously, but like, I'm not gonna complain. He fucking just gave me an amp for a guitar that I didn't have an amp for, or at least a better one.
That's nice.
But yeah, it's I'm excited to try it out and do stuff with that because I want to get back into playing my guitar again. I haven't played it much recently.
I started to learn like freshman year of college because Julian was teaching me, and I didn't get very far just because like we kind of just stopped having time to sit down and practice and stuff, so didn't really work out, but that's all good. It was fun though. It was a little weird because my hands are always, I feel like my hands are just prone to be crampy. Like when I started playing on PC, I would constantly be like, my fingers are gonna die, even though it's not that hard to just do WASD, but my fingers were like, no. So it took some getting used to, but it was the same way with the guitar. 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite podcast, What We Missed. Danny, don't laugh at me.
I'm not laughing.
Don't laugh at me. We got some funny stories to tell today. Danny's gonna talk about his weekends at the bars.
That's right. Weekends plural, you losers. I went out 2 weekends in a row.
Damn right. No, but we got some funny stories to tell today, and I think it's gonna be a good one.
It's a real heater this episode, honestly. We popped off this time.
Yeah, we're kind of trying out a little bit of a different format. We're kind of just taking what we think is, just a funny story, or I don't know, just something we thought was good in the podcast, and kind of just putting that in as a cold start, and then doing our intro, and then going from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you guys have any comments about it, just let us know. Text us, do whatever. But yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Me too. I can raise my hand in the reactions thing. You can raise your hand.
Really?
Hello. Do you not see that?
Where is it? Wait, no, I don't think I see it.
It's fucking stupid. I have a question.
Hello.
Oh fuck, dude! There's a lot of them.
I would like to answer.
You see the poop?
No, I'm not. I just have it on the video screens right now.
Damn.
Wow.
How do I get rid of?
What,
Oh, there it
is
goes.
it like a different screen?
What?
Is it like a different screen I need to look at for it or something?
No, it just says like in my little window.
Oh.
Stupid though. Oh, footprints. Why the fuck would I want feet?
Ew, feet.
Ugh, fucking nasty. Bro, do you have a foot fetish, man? Fuck.
Ew.
Oh, this dude's got foot fetish.
Dude, I remember they made us do presentations on like fetishes and shit in health class in high school.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I never had
It was
to
like a
do
whole
that.
thing. It was a part of
Fuck.
sex ed. It was like a mega tech. Oh, I just fucked that. But it was like, you know how school is. They're not just gonna be like, what are you into? There's more just like
because it's illegal to do.
Yeah, literally. But no, it was just like, oh yeah, pick something and do research on it. Like pick something that a lot of people are into, and
They told you to pick
look
a
at
fetish?
like brain scans or something. That's what a lot of people did because they said we could do that because
Oh, okay.
I don't remember exactly what it was. I just remember it as a fetish thing because that's what 90% of the kids in my class did.
That makes sense.
I don't think I did. I don't remember honestly. I
Right,
probably did.
Of course, you didn't pick a fetish.
Just keep it a buck.
Of course, Garen didn't pick a fetish.
I'm not gonna lie. I most likely did. Like I'm not even gonna try and be like, oh, I'm better than that.
Yeah,
Like,
you're high roading everyone.
I definitely did. I remember there was one kid in the class that picked a fetish that he had, and we were all very sure because he just like got up in front of the class and was like, "Yeah, I'm into this."
What was it? Do you remember?
I would rather not say just because I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit.
No, you don't have to say
I
who
remember.
it is. Just say what the fetish was.
No, but dude, if anybody knows this person and if they know what I'm talking about, they'll know exactly who it is.
Text me and I'm curious.
No,
I won't say anything. I promise.
I know you won't, but maybe after the podcast. But.
Okay. Now I'm all like interested. It's a fetish boy.
I was sitting there thinking like, man, this kid has balls of steel. Like just because it wasn't even kind of tame. It was kind of weird.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion.
It's like it's not just like
it was a weird one in my opinion.
Yeah,
just because
surface level shit.
I guess you would find any fetish weird if you're not into it.
That's fair.
So like me sitting there, I'm not into that. So I was like, that's kind of weird. But
that's fair. We're starting off this episode strong, by the way, talking about fetishes. Last episode we talked about dicks for way too long. This time it's fetishes, baby.
I'm just saying, man. I don't know. I've just been kind of talking.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah. I what the fuck?
What happened? Aaron is inspecting something.
All right.
What happened?
The Hershey's Kiss.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
It's like kissy kissy.
I just saw something shiny.
Nice.
Well, I had a whole bunch of them from Easter.
Dude, I tried a Heath bar for the first time today, and holy fuck, those are good, dude. You ever have one?
I don't even remember what Heath bars are.
It's like got the little toffee in the middle, and it's
Oh yeah,
it's got caramel on the top, and it's chocolate covered.
had
Dude,
those.
holy fuck, man.
Yeah, I should
This
bust
shit's
them.
fucking delicious. Like I don't know, I've always seen them and been like, I've just assumed that they're old people food, but like, you know, it's just I think honestly their branding kind of sucks ass. It looks pretty lame. It's
Yeah.
like Heath, and it's just kind of plain as fuck. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat that. But someone gave me one today, and I was like, oh, okay. Popped it in my mouth, and I was like, fuck, bro. Shit was good. Oh, we promised we would start this episode off by talking about Tom and Jerry.
We did, didn't we?
We did do that. I guess we should. The only thing I was gonna say is that I fucking love the way that Tom screams in that show. Dude, there's a compilation. Let me try to find it of him just
screaming,
fucking yelling.
Jesus, man.
Just YouTube first, because me and Erica used to send that shit to each other.
Dude, have you ever seen those videos now where it's like people talking about how Tom was literally such a G, literally just a badass?
No. Oh, you talking about like the fucking the thing where like he shoots the cigar in the air or some shit? Yeah, that's and he puffs the whole thing up in one drag. Literally,
bro. What a stud.
All right, I got this Tom screaming compilation up. Hold on a second. Fucking of all the things we're gonna watch, but Tom screaming. Share sound. Share. All right, are you prepared?
I guess.
Wait, hold up. Let me make sure. There we go.
What?
It's fucking just ridiculous. Wait, there's one in here. There's one in here that was like, hold on. I think this person. Just some fucking from his belly scream. The voice actor's like going ham.
That is a really powerful scream.
Some of them are fucking heaters. Oh,
Jesus,
this person
man.
said the most iconic scream.
Oh my god, why is that one so loud? Holy crap.
I apologize. That was fucking loud.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna turn that one down a little bit.
I will say they are iconic. The Tom and Jerry scream. Never do it again.
Loud. Jesus, dude. There's one. I can't think of the one that I don't even know. It doesn't matter that much. That shit just makes me like bend over laughing. What are you about to say?
I was gonna ask, what other like cartoon shows were your favorite as a kid?
I like Fairly Odd Parents a lot.
Me too.
Before like Poof and all that bullshit was better, obviously, but you know, still some good shit there. SpongeBob is just a given because you know who the fuck doesn't like it. I don't know. I didn't really watch that many cartoons. I mean, obviously though, like all the like what the fuck are Looney Tunes shit. That's some good shit too.
Oh, okay, yeah, true.
What about you?
For me personally, it's like I remember watching Billy and Mandy with like the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Do
Do you know that show?
I know of it. I never watched it. Isn't it like the
It's
Grim
so
Reaper comes and
good.
hangs out with them or some shit?
Literally, it's so fucking good.
I did see
Um,
one clip not that long ago. It was the fuck was it? It was Billy saying something like just over and over and over again, like the entire day, and then Mandy just being pissed at it. I don't remember what he was saying. What the fuck was that?
I can't remember at the moment. Billy was just such a
A dunce?
chaotic character. But yeah, the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. And this next show really fucked me up as a kid.
What was it?
Fucking
you
Courage of the Cowardly Dog.
Oh yeah, I never watched that either. It was Destroy Us All, I think is what he's saying over and over again.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Courage the Cowardly Dog was. I mean, the only way I can really describe it is like if you just dropped acid while
Okay.
watching cartoons.
Sick.
Yeah, that show is like straight up nightmare fuel.
Really?
It was for me.
I
'Cause
mean,
I was really young when that show was still airing.
do you think if you like watched it for the first time now, it would still be scary?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if it was just a kid thing or not.
I don't know. Eustace was a dickhead though. Fuck Eustace. That's in the Courage show. It's like the grandpa dude.
Oh, okay. Was he like
Yeah.
fuck up the dog or something or what?
He hated Courage, bro.
Damn.
Dude did literally everything in his power to just mess with this dog and
You know
torture
what?
this dog.
Let's get what's his name?
Eustace.
Let's get Eustace canceled on Twitter. We should start a campaign. Dude, you know how people like, you know the subreddit that's fuck Grandpa Joe? Have you heard about that? From Charlie and Chocolate Factory?
No, why
Dude, there's-
Grandpa Joe?
Because he was a dick and he just sat there for years while
wait.
everyone suffered.
No, yeah.
Hold up. Let me try and find this. Reddit. Fuck.
All right, I'm gonna switch out. I'm gonna switch out to my headset real quick.
Okay, good luck with that.
Thanks.
It's called Grandpa Joe Hate. There's one that's, you know, that meme that's like do this or draw 25 in Uno. You know what I'm talking about? Oh wait, I think he's just now getting switched over. Plug it in. Plug. Maybe. Can you hear me now, my good friend? Maybe not. He is silent. He is staring intently at his phone. Oh, there he goes. He can hear me. It's the meme that's like draw 25 or do whatever, and it says feed your fucking family or draw 25, and it's just him sitting there with all of them.
So annoying. Oh, I think it's working now.
There we go. I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sit here and look through all of these memes, but yeah, basically there's an entire subreddit devoted to hating Grandpa Joe because he laid there for years, and as soon as he has the opportunity to go have some fun, he just gets up and he fucking dances around and sings for forever. Oh my god, I just saw Grandpa Joe equals Hitler. It's a bit of a stark comparison, but
I never really thought about that, honestly. Grandpa Joe, dude, I think they're right. Grandpa Joe really a bitch.
He kind of is. You're right. Dude sat there
Like
for
that
years.
Yeah, because what, he was sad.
I think
Pussy.
I mean, he was literally just straight up lazy, like, you know.
That's beta energy.
Shut the fuck up. God damn it. Grandpa
Dude, I
Joe's a
love
beta.
those videos. I love those memes so much.
What, the beta male shit?
Yeah, like
Oh.
there's the what is it? The Sigma male. I don't even know what
Yeah.
that means.
Well, let's Google it. I've never actually cared enough to look. Sigma male meaning. Sigma male is a slang term used to in masculinist subcultures for a popular, successful, but highly independent and self-reliant man. Another term for Sigma male is a lone wolf. Okay.
Then what is an alpha male? Just like a leader of a pack.
Yeah, let's find out. The dominant male animal in a particular group, a man tending to assume a dominant or domineering role in social or professional situations. Now let's look up beta because we're already here. We might as well. Subordinate male animal, man tending to assume a passive or subservient role in social or professional situations. So yeah.
Dang. Must be hard being a beta. I wouldn't know.
Shut the fuck up. Man, must be tough, bro. I don't know what the fuck that's like though. Just like putting up a front.
Literally.
What, you think you're a beta? What do you self-identify as?
Sigma.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can
I think good one. Malone browned me there.
I don't think I identify with any of those.
Okay.
I don't
Fair
really
enough.
care. I don't really care enough to, honestly.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Like,
I asked you and then thought about if he asked me, what am I gonna say? And I was like, I don't even fucking care enough.
Yeah. Well, plus, who would willingly classify themselves as a beta?
Cucks. I mean, who else? You know what am I? Who else?
I mean, that's a good point.
One other person. If you can think of one other type of person, then go for it. But first thing comes to my mind, if you're all subservient and if you the only person that would actually identify themselves as that, I feel like is a cuck.
I guess that's fair.
Because other people would be like, you're a beta, and you'd be like, no, I'm not. Yeah. But if you're like, fuck yeah, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm a bitch. Walk all over me, like I don't know.
You just admit to being the bitch.
Yeah. I don't think that's it's not productive a way of thinking about yourself.
I guess it depends on the context.
Go on.
Because if you're sitting, I guess like if you're sitting there like, man, I'm such a bitch. Like, I can't do shit.
Yeah.
I'm such a pussy. Like, then it's just self-destructive. But you're like, I don't know, say if you're into that kind of stuff, like you're a dude and you're just trying to be dominated.
Okay. Please go on. I'm gonna let you spiral down this one on your own. Go on.
Oh my god. Like, I'm just saying in that sense, I could see it. If you're just like, yeah, I'm into that.
Okay.
I'll be the bitch.
Yeah, but I wouldn't I don't think that I would be like, yeah, I'm a bitch. I don't think that's how anyone would phrase it in that situation.
Would you rather say I'm a bitch or yeah, I'm submit? Well, I guess I'm submissive does sound better.
Yeah, that sounds way better than I'm a bitch.
Dude, my brain is so foggy right now.
I can tell. I can see your skateboarding wound there.
Oh, my elbow.
Yeah, was that just from like, were you just riding around? Were you trying tricks or what?
I was just riding around and then I got a death wobble.
Damn, so you're going quick.
Not even intentionally. Like I was just like, maybe I'll pick up some speed here. I gave one push and went. So I was like, oh god. And then I went, and the board just stopped, and I kept going.
Yeah, dude, that's rough. I've never bodied when I was going that fast, but I have had the whole like I'm riding along having fun, and then like a rock just full stops me, and I just go right off.
Yeah,
those are tough. And then you hear and you're like, fuck.
Yeah,
you're just done for.
Well, because you ride a longboard too, right?
Yeah, I have both.
You have both.
Mhm.
The
I know they're
longboards.
sick, no need to brag, but I dabble, What are you
No,
saying?
the longboard's so much better though, or like it's easier because you can just like the little pebbles don't stop you as much. One, because you got fat ass wheels on there.
Yeah, and the wheels are softer on a
Right.
longboard, so they can just not get
Right.
fucked.
Yeah, they're a ton softer.
I learned how to ride though on like a really shitty Walmart board. It actually costs as much as the like professional board that I have, which is kind of funny. But it like just does not want to turn. Like I thought that I was like, okay, maybe I'm just still learning how to turn. Maybe I'm not that good yet. So like it's I wasn't, because it was my first board. I don't know what to expect. So I was like,
Right.
it loses speed really quick and it like won't fucking turn. But I was like, I think I just don't know what I'm doing yet. So like as I learn, it'll get better. But not really. It just sucks ass. And I took it to the little skate shop down here, and I was like, hey, can I get like cruiser wheels on this? I'm just trying to learn. He was like, yeah, sure. And he was like, I've never ever seen this type of bearing before. It's like two separate bearings that like work together. And he's like, but they spin. So I like, he's like, where the fuck do you get this board? And I was like, Walmart. And he's like, ah. And I could tell he was like judging me. I was like, it's just a starter board. So like until I get like actually know that I'm committed to this. But,
Yeah. True.
like the nice board that I have now doesn't have cruiser wheels on it. It can go like 3 times as far as the Walmart board with one push with cruiser wheels and like super loose bearings. Like it's like I just loosened the shit out of it because I was like, I think that'll help. Doesn't help. It just sucks ass.
Dang.
Yeah, but the longboard's super duper nice. But learning on the shitty one, like, helped me so much because I was like constantly pushing. So I had to learn how to push really, really well. I had to learn how to turn with like my entire fucking weight because the thing just wouldn't. Like a turn would be like I would have to take like 5 times as long to do it and like start really early. But now I'm just like going around turns fine. But so it was a blessing and a curse,
Yeah. I was gonna go to Friar Park and skate around there for a little while. And then I was like, there's some big hills there. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that kind of speed.
Well, not Friar, you're talking about behind the Y?
Yeah, if I remember correctly. Isn't there some like
there's like the mega hill, but it's like that's all like grass.
Well, I know that's all grass.
Yeah. So there's not really any other like if you were riding around
I'd be thinking of something else.
Yeah, if you were gonna ride around the whole like the pond and the thing like that path that goes around the whole Y, you'd be fine. That one's not hilly.
I hope so. I was wanting to just go right around there someday.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Me and Jacob went right around there one time.
Did you?
Yeah, we mostly did like in the parking lot and on the road because it was like nighttime. There was no one there. I was thinking of one to just ride around the road too.
Yeah. Some of the roads are really nice to ride on.
Yeah.
Like my a couple buddies and I recently just went out skating and stuff. And there were a few roads that were just so smooth.
Yeah, dude, I love like when you just hit that super smooth and like you don't really notice how shitty other roads are until you get on the smooth one. You're like, oh.
Yeah. Well, we also went from a really shitty parking lot at Windsor, like that was just cracked and had big ass pebbles everywhere, and yeah, it was rough, to like a butter smooth road.
No, Jamie, no, not there.
He just threw up, didn't he?
I heard him for like forever, and then he throws up on my. Okay, I gotta clean this up. Give me 1 second.
Oh my god! So I gotta do the entertainment now.
No, I'll just cut this. Oh my god, it's all over the shit that I love. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
You gotta keep this in now, dude. You got to,
bro.
Man. Oh my lord. Of course, Jamie being the fucking attention whore he is. Never get a break. Damn. This dude almost blew my ass up. Oh my god. Well, hello everyone. I don't know where I was gonna go with that. Oh fuck. Maybe I should hook up my amp and my guitar. I'll try and play something. Actually, you know what? No, that's a bad idea. I'm not gonna do that. I haven't played my guitar in like I don't even know how long now. Danny still hasn't returned. I'm sad. You guys get to see how awkward I really am. God, man. This is awful. Well, howdy doody, everyone. Take 2 on me just talking about shit by myself. See, this is why I don't think I'd be a good streamer, because I don't know what the fuck to say. If we don't post the highlights of this stream or of this podcast, Danny was just throwing it back on camera, and I wish I could have clipped it, because he was probably there for longer than he'd like to admit, but he was just throwing it back. And yeah. But no, like, I don't know. I feel like I'd just be such a shitty streamer because I pause so often because I just don't know what to say. Like, oh God, I'm just going down a rabbit hole now. Because I'll sit there and think about like other shit too, where it's like when I'm actually talking to people in real life and I'm trying to keep a conversation going, but I stumble on every word and don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah.
I'm gonna wash my hands too.
Okay, buddy. I lost my train of thought, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. I don't really know. I feel like I'd just be such an awkward streamer, though. Like, I'd start my stream and be like, "Oh, hello, everyone. Welcome to my stream." Like, I don't know. I feel like that's exactly how I'd be. Which I guess I'd eventually get over that, but you know. Oh, Danny's back! Yay!
You talk shit on me while I'm gone.
No, actually,
You'll be.
I don't. Well,
actually, let me just find out when I edit. No, I don't mean like don't talk about it. If you, it looked like you didn't want to. You look sad. I'm sorry. Okay. Go ahead and talk about it.
No, it was literally nothing. I was talking about how I think I'd be a shit streamer because I sit there and I'm like, oh.
No, dude, I thought the same thing.
Hello,
it definitely gets easier. There was times where, like in the beginning, when I didn't have a face cam or anything, people would say hi in the chat, and I would be like,
hello.
Well, no, I wouldn't even. I would just be too nervous to say hi, and then there would be too much time that passed, and I'm like, fuck, no, I can't. And I just felt like an idiot. So I get that, but it definitely does get easier. Like just like this got easier to do, you know.
Right.
Just takes the time. Fuck, what time did we start?
I don't know actually.
Oh, I'm gonna start a timer now.
We've been going for a little while.
We have.
So are we just not doing the intro anymore, or are we only doing that for like?
We can do the same thing and record it after. I felt like we were just jumping from topic to topic, so I didn't want to cut it off. But you know,
That's fair.
But as long as I don't know, we don't necessarily need one, but I think it's fun to do them.
Right.
Did I tell you about my past 2 weekends out drinking?
No, but I did see your Snapchat story.
Oh, of us at Water Street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
It's
look like
fun.
you're having a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. So 2 weekends ago, we went. Well, first off, we played D&D, which was pretty fucking fun. I know I'm a nerd.
No,
We played some D&D the last weekend, and I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
yeah, it's fine.
No, I know. I just like to pretend that it's way nerdier than it is because it's actually like really cool. But
Yeah, if we
Uh,
have sorry to interject. If we have Dayton come on the podcast, he'd love to talk to you about that because he plays a lot of D&D.
oh, good shit. Yeah, have you ever played?
I did one session with my little brother and his friends in one of their campaigns, and he told him, he's like, my brother's thinking about getting into D&D. Would he be able to like sit in on a session or like just
Mhm.
make a throwaway character for
Yeah.
like one game or whatever? And they were actually really cool about it. And
That's
they
good.
let me join in for a session.
Nice.
Yeah, which I have one funny story from that.
Go on if you want.
That you can go ahead first. I'll tell it after.
No, it's fine because I'm gonna tell the whole weekend story, so you tell yours.
Okay, well, I'll make it quick.
No, it's fine.
So I made like, I don't remember exactly what the role was called, but it was like a magic user.
Okay,
like I could cast spells
yeah.
like that.
Well, there's like
Either-
druid, warlock, sorcerer,
think-
a couple
I think-
different ones.
I think it was either a warlock or a sorcerer, but
Okay.
either way, I had a spell that I could create water.
Okay.
Now, in my head, I'm just thinking I can make water appear out of thin air.
Right. So you didn't read the spell beforehand?
Not really. I was kind of just confused because
No,
they just
that's fine. Yeah, because
they just
I
threw
didn't know
me
I was
into it.
supposed to read like you really had to like read what the spells are beforehand because there's some like that are kind of nuanced and like one of
Right.
mine is like a I can like make an arrow do something, but it's like casting the spell is on one turn, and then when I actually shoot the arrow next turn, then it takes the effect that it would have had from the spell. So it's like some stuff is super nuanced like that you have to actually read through. But sorry, go on.
So, me, this rando newbie, doesn't know the first thing about D&D, and this pretty experienced party of D&D players,
Mm-hmm.
we get into a battle,
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
and they're like, "All right, we're gonna give you one enemy to fight." And
Okay.
like we each had our own enemy because we like stumbled upon a group of like orcs or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember. So I'm just sitting here flipping through spells and I'm like asking questions. And I know I took them out of it completely. Like I completely washed away any element of being like, you know, like when you're in the zone. Yeah.
No,
any
no.
immersion was
Well, the
gone.
thing is,
But,
at least when I've played, like that kind of stuff is fine because that's not really like metagaming. That's like learning and like discussing. Can I do blank and blank to your DM? Because like I guess for people that don't know, they don't know what the fuck a DM is. The dungeon master is basically running the game, and so
they run the campaign and everything.
Yeah, so like they take control of any enemies that you encounter. If you say I want to do blank, then they say, okay, well then you have to roll and use whatever modifier and stuff to like. So they basically decide how the game is going and if you're able to do stuff and in what way and like what you're allowed to get away with. So like a lot of that's fine if you're like learning your spells and asking exactly how does that work. That's fine because we do a lot of that shit too.
So I don't remember how this happened, but I cast one spell. Don't even know what it was, but I turned it in. I turned this orc into a baby.
Okay.
I turned it into a baby.
That's got to be a high level spell.
And so they were pretty far into the campaign, so they just made my character the same level as them.
Right.
And so that was really what was kind of like, whoa, for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like, okay, here's your character. Here's your list of spells.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So I was just like, I want to do this one. And they're like, oh, okay, well, you turned him into a baby and he's just kind of sitting there now. Like
Kill him.
like he's not even gonna attack you.
Oh no, Garrett, don't do it.
So this is where the create water spell comes in.
I think I know where this is going.
So I had the bright idea.
Mm-hmm.
I asked the DM, I was like, hey, can I use the create water spell to kill this orc baby that I've missed 4 attacks on now?
The way that you, well, no, the way you said it was you were about to say to kill this baby, but then you paused and said orc baby to make it sound less horrible. You still kill a baby, man.
Listen, it's in the D&D game.
And can I point out that you just said you missed the attack 4 times on you trying to murder a baby?
Listen, I wasn't getting good rolls, dude.
No,
I swear.
I'm not. No, my point isn't that you missed the
Yeah,
hits.
I'm just.
My point is that you're trying to murder a baby 4 times already.
That was the point. It was an orc. The spell only lasted so long.
Yeah, but
I'm pretty sure
if you wrap up the rest of the people, you can leave
either
the
way.
orc baby.
Either way. So I asked the DM. I'm like, I want to use the create water spell to kill this orc, and he's like, okay, roll for it. And I don't even remember what roll it was, but I got like a 19 or a 20.
Oh shit, dude!
And
that 20 feels so good.
And I had a modifier that added on to it.
Oh no!
So he was like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "What? What did I just do to him?" He's like, "So you cast create water." And this tiny little infant orc baby just his lungs start filling up with water, and all of his organs start filling up with water. He's expanding like a balloon at this point. he's like, and now it's like all you can see is this little orc baby just spewing water out of his mouth, getting ready to explode. And this orc baby just explodes with a stench, and just water mixed with blood is everywhere.
Garrett,
we were all crying, laughing at it.
That's so fucked.
Because they didn't think that the DM was gonna allow it, but he did. So everyone was laughing about it, but oh my god, man,
that's fucked. There was one time when me and my sisters played, we had a one-off campaign. And we were like raiding this house full of bandits. And there was one dude that we caught on the toilet. He was sitting there with his dick out and he's on the toilet. And for some reason, dude, we kept rolling like really high to hit. So we would hit him and our damage was like 1 or 2 every fucking time. Like every time. So we're all like basically like barely hitting this dude, like giving him like flesh wounds all over. He's like taking 1 or 2 hits per turn. Like all of us, we like the entire time it was like one round of all of us hitting him was like 5 points of damage.
So you guys are just sitting there beating the shit out of a guy.
It's like we just ran up on this dude and we're just whooping his ass. And then like the other problem was sometimes we would get like too specific on what we wanted to do, because if you just say I'm gonna hit, then you just hit. But if you say I'm gonna hit him in the head and you're specific with it, then the DM's like, okay, well you rolled 1 for damage, so like you hit him in the head, but you like cut his eye out or some shit. And like I was like, okay, I'm gonna take my dagger, I'm gonna stab him in the face. And then she's like, my sister Bethy was the DM. Yeah, she was. And she was like, okay, well you rolled a 1, so you just stabbed his eye, and now it's the dagger's in his eye and he's suffering. And everyone was like, oh shit. And then I think Erica was like, I'm gonna take my sword and cut his dick off. And everyone was like, why? And she's like, I don't know. She rolls like a 2, so she cuts his dick off and does like no damage. What? He has a dagger in his eye and his dick is cut off. And he's just like dying, like really, really slow. And we all felt so bad. We're like, someone just roll like a natural 20 and kill him. Like, Jesus. That one was rough. But I love when a thing that my sister would do a lot is if you would be the one to do the killing, every now and again she would say like, okay, describe how you killed him, so like you can kind of like play it up a little bit, and like gives you the option to say like, oh, use my axe and I split him into like top to bottom, or you can get really like descriptive with it, and that was always fun. But yeah, dude, that dude with his dick cut off in the bathroom. Oh god, that was one of the worst times.
So we kind of went down a rabbit hole here. Back to your weekend story.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about
my
that.
bad. Yeah, we played D&D. It was really fun. I played Ranger, which is like sort of pretty much. It's like an archer sort of build, but they also have some spells, so it was pretty cool. Yeah, and you get to choose like a preferred enemy, I think it's called, or something, which is basically like one that you specialize in, like orcs, giants, whatever kind of thing. You get to pick one, and I picked giants, and we happened to be fighting giants this time, so I like knew all about them and stuff. And we were so the setup is like there's a camp it's like this giant house with a bunch of giants in it, and they've been going around and like pillaging the little villages around and being assholes and stuff, so we're supposed to go in and take them out. And so we like wait for one of their raiding parties to go out, and we ambush them, attack them, and we were gonna like leave one alive and get information or whatever. Things went south pretty quick because they hit fucking hard because they're giants. Like I was in a tree shooting down at them, and then they throw like a giant, I think it was like 3 of them threw giant rocks and hit me, and I fell out and like almost died because I took damage from the fall too. And then I went down and had, like when do you know what happens when you go down? Like lose all your hit points. Basically you don't die right away. You get a chance to do saving throws. So there's 3 fails and 3 successes is like the maximum you can get. And you just roll, I think, a d20, and then it's like 11 or higher is a success, and 10 and under is a fail. And if you fail 3 times, then you're just dead forever. So I was down. And I rolled, and my first one was a fail. And if someone hits you while you're on the ground, that's automatic 2 failures, and 2 giants are coming up to my ass. It was so scary. I was like, I'm gonna die, but we all ended up living, because like we all sort of like regroup, and one of our guys puts up this like magical wall to like it's like an invisible wall that they just can't get through, and it's like 10 feet tall, and you get like 10 panels that are all like 10 feet wide, so you can do like this giant fucking thing. And he puts up the wall, and the giants can't get to us. And then he also summons the giants like god, like an image of their god, and then like basically tells them that they're all like they need to all go repent and stuff. And then all of them believed it but one of them. And so he was gonna like go, and if you touch any illusions, then it just breaks the illusion because like it's not actually physically there. So one of them was gonna run and touch it and just ruin the whole thing for all of us. And so he said he talks through the god and says like, kill the non-believer, and then they all just gang up on him and whip his ass and kill him. And then he tells the rest of them, there's like 7 of them, he's like, go into the woods for 40 days and repent. And they just like, all right, cool, you're a god, we believe you. And they just fuck off for like 40 days. And then yeah, it was really, really cool. And then we like go and start to like look around their camp and stuff. And the way that we did it was pretty sick. We one of the guys has a thing where you can turn a person into a gas, like a little cloud. And so he turned me into a gas, and I went in and like scouted the whole place and then got out. And then like I had like the whole map of the thing. And then right after we finished doing that, there's one of the guys we were playing with, he's a little bit younger, probably like 13, 14. And he was like, I'm gonna climb on the roof of the place. And we're like, why? And also the thing was, it was just me and the guy that turned me into a gas that went. And so we finished and we're leaving. And then he climbs the roof, and he's a little like halfling, like not a lot of hit points, like shouldn't be doing this on his own. So he climbs the roof and starts like digging at it with his dagger, making a bunch of noise, trying to like see in, even though we already have the whole map of the place. For some reason, he was like doing that. And then he goes like over top of like the throne room or whatever it was, starts digging in, and then they hear him, and like he's looking in, he sees like the chieftain, which is the guy we're after, and he has like a polar bear, and he's just sitting in the throne room, and they like he hears something, and he looks up, and his polar bear's looking and sniffing, and then they're like, there's someone on the roof. And he's like, oh shit, and tries to like run away, and he falls down off the roof in front of their front door, and he's like, shit, and he like gets up, runs into the grass, and just hides. And they come out and they're all like the polar bears are sniffing around and all that stuff. And like he's just laying there with like way too many giants around. Like one hit will kill him from these guys. And then they just like lose his trail and go back inside. And he just books it back to our little cave. We're like, that was fucking dumb. Like he almost got us all killed. But it was a good time. But then we went out drinking that that night. And we only went to one bar that night. It's called Zephyr. It's like one of my favorites. But there was live music playing and it was really good. It was like pretty hard rock, super duper fucking loud. And it's like not that big of a place. So it was like your ears are gonna get blown out no matter what. But it was still fun. There was one dude that was like I call him blue tank top because he's wearing a blue tank top, but like the most like flamboyant dude in the entire place. And he's just like dancing all like, you know, like wobbly, kind of like like too loose dancing kind of shit, you know, where it's just like all over the place. And me and one of Julian's buddies, Brandon, we both were like looking over towards the music and he's dancing right there. We're like, you see that guy? He's just kind of like, you know, all over the place. We're like, it's fucking weird. And then we got close to the music, ended up standing right behind him, and Brandon had to like do the like post up thing to like not be bumping into him because he was dancing all over the place. It was just ridiculous. And then we met this girl that was like, well, because we go back to where we had been sitting.
Yeah.
And she was in like our seats that we left. And she was like, did I like make you get up and go? Because I was standing behind you. And we were like, no, it's fine. Like we just wanted to go listen to the music. She's like, oh, cool. So we start chatting with her. And then later on, I ended up like sitting next to her and chatting. And I told her that I've never blacked out drunk. And I just like don't drink to that point. I never have, you know, I just like to get a nice buzz going and I chill.
Yeah.
She goes, that's very admirable. She pauses. She goes, you a Capricorn? And I was like, no, I'm a Gemini. And dude, when I tell you, she could not believe that I was a Gemini instead of a Capricorn. Literally 10 seconds of her doing the like, huh? What? Huh? What? Like literally like 10 seconds of confusion and like befuddlement, like wow, like she just couldn't believe like that I was a Gemini.
Oh my lord.
And it was going on for so long that I was like, you gonna explain what you're thinking here? Like what's going on? And she was like, I just can't believe it. Like I remember what she said, something like that just seems more like a Capricorn thing, and like you don't seem like a Gemini at all, and all that stuff. And I was like, I don't know what any of that means, but okay. And then she started going on and on about aliens and how like some town there was like a couple abductions and like just a bunch of shit. And I kind of like, you know, when you like miss the first part of a story and then you're too far in, you're too far in to ask what she said. And so you're just kind of like, shit, now I just have to like act like I know what the whole thing. So I was just sitting there and I was just like looking at her, nodding and like really trying to pay attention. But I just like, I don't know. It just wasn't that interesting to me. And I feel bad. But
you're like,
well,
yes.
Yeah, like, because I zoned out and then I tuned back in and she's like, yeah. And then this one dude, I forget if it was like something about the government trying to cover it up or something or whatever it was. He falls down a mine shaft and like dies. And I was like, how did we get here? Like, because I just didn't fucking pay attention. All of a sudden we're talking about this dude that fell in the mine shaft and died.
Oh my
and then
lord.
Her sister and her brother were there, and her sister kind of like puts her hands on her shoulders to be like, okay, you're kind of doing too much. And then she just like wrapped up the story. It was like done, and they were closing the bar anyway. So I was like, all right, well, nice talking to you. And I was like, gotta go. Fucking booked it.
Oh my god, man.
Dude, it was the funniest shit when she like just, what? You're not a Capricorn?
That's crazy.
So
dude.
Fucking confused.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah.
And then last weekend we also went out. That one was like less eventful, but more just like fun because there's a lot more of us, and we got to just, you know, I feel like I had like a ton of drinks, and my tolerance is shit, and I'm a lightweight, and I like wasn't even that drunk. So I don't know. It was a good time.
Maybe you didn't drink that much.
But I had enough to like, to where I should have been more. I would assume I would have been more drunk. I don't know. It was just weird.
True. I know on last Friday, I went to Pins up at Easton with with Campbell, and Nina was there. It was for Campbell's birthday.
Oh, sick.
But I actually saw an old buddy there, and it was nice talking to him. It had been a long time.
That's good.
Yeah, I've been wanting to go out to bars and stuff more. I'm more just trying to find the time and make the time to go do it.
Yeah, I feel you. I get the same way.
It sucks half the time though, because a lot of my friends that live in town, they like don't like to go out to bars.
Well, when you go out, do you mean like bars or like clubs? Because there's a
either or. It wouldn't matter. No, yeah, you're good.
Because I'm more of like a bar dude. Like I'm okay with clubbing and like dancing. Like when we went to Axis, that was fun. But I don't know. I just feel like I have like 2 dance moves, you know. So I'm always like just kind of like vibing. Yeah, but I don't know. I like just chilling and chatting with people, but I also don't hate clubbing. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, clubbing's never really like been my thing. I'm more of a bar scene type person.
Yeah.
Just because it's like you can actually hear the people you're talking to.
That's a big plus.
More often than not.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, like at the place that. Well, okay, so all the places we went to Loft first, which is like kind of dingy, and like every fucking time I'm there, the floor is just so sticky that like if I lean too hard on one foot, like I feel like my foot's not gonna come off. Like it's fucking bad. Like I don't know if people if they overfill their drinks or what, I don't know. But every fucking time I'm like the floor is just so like I'm like physically thinking about picking up my feet to walk. It pisses me off. But
yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah. And then we went Zephyr, which is the one that had the live music 2 weekends ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were gonna go to Barfly, which is like, 16-bit in Columbus with all the arcades. It's this one's got arcades too, but less like 16-bit's just fucking packed with them. This one's not like that. It's just like a normal bar with like a nice dance floor, and then there's also arcade machines. They used to have a lot more, but then I think with COVID they got rid of them, because like when I went, God, I don't even know, like 6 to 9 months ago, there was only 4, and there used to be like 20, and I was kind of like, damn. But I think they got more recently. But Barfly was like, the line was all the way down the block to even get in, and I was like, Jesus fuck, I'm not waiting in that. There was one girl that we're with that was like, Barfly is the only place I want to go. Can we go? So we go to the line, we start waiting, and everyone else is like, this line is like ridiculous. Let's just go back to Zephyr where we know we can get in and drink. And she was like, but I really want to. And we're all like, why? She's like, because we can dance here. And I was like, so we can dance at Water Street. Like Water Street has loud music. That's the place I got the pictures at. Yeah. I was like, well, we could just go to Water and dance too. And so she's like, I guess so. And then we convinced her to go there instead. But it was the same thing like you were talking about, where like you just can't fucking hear people sometimes. I feel like 90% of my conversations were someone said something, I said, huh? And then they like leaned in, and then they say it. And then I answer and they don't hear me. And then I lean in and say it again, like the entire fucking time. But it was still a good time.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I like going to bars and stuff. It's fun. It's cool. I like going to clubs too. But just not as much as I'd like going to a bar or somewhere.
Yeah. I feel you should come up here for a weekend, because we can walk to and from my place to downtown Kent.
That'd be pretty cool.
And when I was walking to the bars, there's this place called Brew House that's like on the way. And there's a Mondo line and outside of that place too, and it's an 18 and up place. So like, but it's different than like Axis would be, because it's separated. Like it's 18 and up on the top floor and 21 and up on the bottom.
Okay.
but I've only ever been there once, so I don't know. It's just kind of weird. But it's like I think the only 18 and up place in Kent. And so I'm walking by, see this massive line. I'm alone. I'm kind of like feeling awkward walking by all these people in the first place. But there's like a group of 5, 6 drunk girls in the very back of the line. And the girl in the very back, she's like kind of doing like the floppy dance shit. You know what I mean? Like kind of just like, wow. And then she does this like weird like floppy turnaround thing and sees me walking and she goes, and she gets like the drunk eyes, you know, kind of like, and she goes, hey. And I was like, hi, what's up? And I just like kept walking. I was like, I feel weird about this. Because she was like definitely just 18 and just like super drunk and trash. And she goes, hey. And I was like, hi. And I just like kept going. And all her friends were like giggling and shit. I was like, stop. So uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Fucking weird, dude. Hey.
I always just feel awkward at the clubs because I've been maybe twice to any club. And so it's like
it's definitely like a thing you have to get used to.
Yeah. And like I've been to plenty of bars, so it's like, yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable there. But I don't know. I feel like you're definitely right. Like if I just went out to more clubs and stuff, like it'd be more fun. But I also like I want to go with a couple buddies or like some friends or get like a group of people and let's go. Like, you know, just stuff like that.
Yeah, like there was sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say, like, I don't want to go walking into the club by myself.
Right, that'd be weird. Did I ever tell you about beer button up?
No.
Well, I wasn't there for this one. My sisters were, and they can probably tell the story way better than I can. But basically, they went to fucking, I think it was Cantina in downtown Columbus. Quit sniffing your own vomit spot, Jamie. But sometimes they just go and people watch and like watch the people on the dance floor and shit. So that's what they were doing this time. And there's a dude with a button up and a beer in his hand. That's why they call him beer button up, because of course we're fucking idiots. And we just, well, you know, it's just an easy identifier. And they said that he just like kept doing the thing where he like, you could tell he wanted to go up and talk to girls, but he like would psych himself up to do it and then be about to and pussy out, or like he would go and talk and strike out and then just go right back. You know, like poor dude just was like not getting any that night.
Damn.
But, yeah, I haven't done a lot of people watching lately, but I feel like the astronomy girl that was like, you're not a Capricorn, was enough for the whole month. What?
The astronomy girl was enough for the month.
Her name is Erin. I call her astronomy girl because I think it's funnier.
Oh yeah, it's a lot funnier.
Well, the thing is, she wasn't even like, oh, she was super nice. I'm not trying to say like if you believe in astronomy you're wrong. I just like the fact that like she was that astonished that I wasn't a Capricorn, that I was a Gemini, was like so fucking funny to me.
Right.
And the alien thing was funny too. She also said like at one point that she'd been married and divorced already, so I know that she's like definitely a chunk older than us, unless she got married at like 18 and got divorced at like 20 or whatever. But yeah, she was nice though. Just weird.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else, if anything else even happened. No, go on. What were you saying?
I was gonna say, I think part of the reason I'm not like the biggest fan of clubs is because one of like the first experiences I ever had was just not really that fun.
Yeah, was it the time we went out?
No, I had fun with you guys because like that was kind of the way I like to go out to a club, just get a group of people together that I'm comfortable with or that I'm friends with. Like you and your sisters, that was fun as fuck because we just chilled the whole time.
All fuck around and
like we just, you know. This time, I wasn't thinking about it at the time. But my friends made me fifth wheel them to the club.
Damn, dude, what?
So like it was my one buddy and his girlfriend, my other buddy and his girlfriend, and then me. And I was kind of just like,
so was it like, but did they at least like incorporate you, or was it just like the two groups? I
mean, they did. sorta.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I was sitting there kind of halfway through the night, and I was like, well, this kind of blows. I was like, I'm gonna just go talk to random people and see if I can make some fun out of this. And I ended up talking to some pretty cool people.
Yeah.
And I ended up having a pretty good time. But I was just like, man, I'm never doing this again with these people.
Damn.
Like,
dude, I just remembered something. But finish your thing.
No, that's all I had.
Okay.
I was just like, I'm not doing this again with these people.
So when we were at Water Street, I was in the bathroom taking a piss, and this was like the weirdest bathroom. Well, not the weirdest, but it feels like it should be one where you lock the door and you're in there alone, because there's like just one toilet and one urinal. And I was kind of like,
okay,
fuck. But there also wasn't a wall for the urinal. So it's like, if you had to take a shit in there, and there also wasn't like you're just exposed if you're taking a shit. Unless there was a lock on the door that I didn't notice. But this dude pissed it, like we both go in and his friend's leaving, or maybe I don't know if you knew him. And so he has to piss and I have to piss. So I'm at the urinal, he's at the toilet, and we're like, I'm right here and he's like over just to my left on that wall. And home dude, of course, decides to talk to me while we're pissing.
Oh,
it's like I can hear him peeing in the toilet, and he's trying to talk. It's like, I know we're both pissing. Just stop. You shouldn't be talking anyway.
Yeah, like leave me alone, man.
Yeah, and so he said something like, I'm gonna misquote him here, but it doesn't really matter. I'm sure I just don't remember, right? But he's like, man, I haven't bought a single drink tonight, or a single shot tonight. And I was like, good for you, man. Like, I don't know what else to say, but I was like, yeah, this is good for you. And he was like, yeah, man, I ain't even kidding. Like, I ain't spent a penny. And I was like, okay, I already said good for you. Like,
yeah,
I was like, good shit, man. Like, that's awesome. And then like we finished up our pisses and we both like flushed at the same time.
Oh,
and so like I was like, you go first and wash your hands. I should have gone first, so I could have left first. But I was like, you go ahead. He's like, all right. And I thought I don't know if he said the N-word or what he said, but this dude's white. Just for context. But he said something I didn't really hear, and he was also slurring his words, so it's just like whatever.
Gotcha.
So he said something, and then he's like, I hope I don't offend you, man. And like, this and that. And like, he just like was like mumbling it to himself, and like I couldn't understand what he was saying. And then he like finishes washing his hands. He looks to his left and he sees that there's no paper towels anymore. And he's like, oh man, guess I gotta use my clothes. I was like,
what?
I was like, just stop talking about everything that you're doing. He's like,
yeah,
I guess I gotta use my clothes. And I was like, duh. Like, so I was like, and he stops, then he's done. So I'm washing my hands and he doesn't leave yet. He's still talking to me.
What? Oh, bro.
But I mean,
he's breaking so many bathroom rules, man.
the guy's trash. So like, I understand, but it's also like, shut the fuck up. I was like, just get out. And I couldn't leave.
The fuck out.
Yeah, the problem is, at first I was peeing, so I couldn't leave, and then I was washing my hands, so I couldn't leave, and he's just standing there. So I'm like washing and hurrying up. He said something about like, I think he said, I've met so many beautiful people tonight. He was like, boys and girls, and I was like, yeah, cool. Right. And then I just cut my hair today, but I had the afro still, and we go out. Because of course he's gonna walk out with me because he's obsessed with me now apparently, and so we walk out, and his friend is standing right there, and he's like, "This is my friend, whatever her name is." And I was like, "Hey," and she's like, "Hey," she's like, "I love your hair," because that's all anyone knows what to say to me. And so I was like, "Thanks," and then she's like starting to talk a little bit. And I was like, this whole interaction has gone on for way too long. I'm getting out of here and going back to my friend. I didn't say this, but I was like, I forget what we even said to each other, but I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, see ya. Fucking looked it back. I was like, stop fucking talking to me, dude.
See ya.
Like, just wouldn't shut his fucking mouth.
Yeah. I hate what really irks me a lot. This is another reason why I like the bar scene a lot better than like clubs. I value my personal space.
Dude, yeah, sometimes it's fucking
like
packed.
A lot.
Not even just packed all the time.
Well, I just I hate when people get so close to me when they're talking. And this has been a thing for me like since way before COVID was a thing. Like I don't like people getting close to me when they're talking. Like if you have to be that close to me, like bro.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the whole interaction. Yeah, I feel you.
Like I'm always just like back up. I remember one time, this wasn't even at a club or a bar. I was at work. I used to work with this guy. And he just like, he's a good guy and he's super, super nice, really reliable person. Just a good person overall, but that was the thing that really just made me like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Because it was like every time we'd be having a conversation, he'd just be stepping closer and closer and closer to me. And I'm like, dude, back up. Like literally one time I took a giant step back from him and he's inched closer to me still. I was like, dude, how much more obvious can I get about it, man? Back the fuck up.
Shit. Well, I did something wrong. Hold on. There we go.
I was like, man, just get off my dick, bro.
Yeah,
like,
no,
please.
that's really annoying. I can't. I'm trying to. I feel like there was something else weird that happened this past weekend, but yeah, I guess it was so there was one girl that we had to walk back to her place, and it was like a 15-20 minute walk. And there was also this dude that like we were up on this sort of dance floor thing and just dancing around a little bit. This dude comes up and just like doing crazy footwork shit to the music, just like going ham, and we were all like cheering him on. And it was just like a really good time. And at one point I think he like drank a beer with just his mouth, like just put it in his mouth and put his head up and just started drinking it like that, like just just going, the dude just having a great time. And I was like, yeah, good for you. So we're all just like cheering the guy on. When we end up leaving, him and his friends were like, oh, actually no, they left ahead of us. That's what it was. And their friend is in the trash can, like sitting in the trash can. And the funny thing is, when we're waiting outside of Barfly, someone got in a trash can there, and I think it was the same girl. And so we walk up, and they were getting a picture of her. And we're like, can we get in this picture? And they were all like, yeah, sure, whatever. So we get this giant selfie with all of us and these random people with this girl in the trash can. And so, but then we help her out, and I was like, were you in the trash can outside of Barfly? She's like, well, yeah, but. I was like, but what? She's like, but that, I swear to God, that was the first trash can that I was in tonight. And I was like, that's just, it's still weird. Like that didn't like, help your case at all. And I was like, whatever. So then we just like, we're walking, and the dude with the crazy footwork, he was talking to me a little bit. He's like, you seem like the responsible one of the group. And I was like, I mean, I guess so. And he's like, I could tell because you're all the way back here and you're like, you can see everyone, you're watching everyone. And I was like, I mean, that wasn't the plan, but sure. I was like, whatever. I'll just let him have this one.
Dude
yeah,
thought he had you figured out.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I try to drink responsibly and don't get trashed, but like, it's whatever.
Well,
but
yeah.
He's a nice enough dude. It was just kind of a weird interaction.
I mean, obviously, like, you don't ever want to like overdo it, but
right.
There's nothing wrong with a little liquid confidence every now and then.
Yeah, man. It was a good time though. I just love when someone's going ham on the dance moves and everyone's like, fuck yeah, just like hyping them up, and they're just like, fuck yeah. They don't know what to do. Cause like, I love when they have like one move and then like everyone starts cheering and then they feel like they have to mix it up. So they just start like doing weird shit. I fucking love that. Did I ever tell you about the yo-yo guy that I saw? I swear I should have told you this by now, but this was like, God, like a year and a half ago maybe. We went to Bullwinkle's, which I don't really like that much, but I think that's an 18 and up one, if I remember right. But yeah, so we go and it's like super dead when we first get there. I think we got there at like 9:30, so it was like still not popping yet. But like it starts to get a lot crazier and a lot more people in there. A bunch of like shit ton of people dancing, and there's this dude. He brought like 3 yo-yos with him to the club, and he's dancing with his yo-yos, like doing like tricks with them and shit while he's dancing. It was honestly, like hats off to this dude. It was kind of fucking cool, but it was also like he brought yo-yos to the, it was like kind of weird, but he's going for it and like doing all this crazy shit. And at one point, this girl is like super into him. She goes up and she starts like dancing with him and stuff, and he's like doing the yo-yos, trying not to hit her and stuff. And then he starts like. So she's in front of him like going crazy, and he's just looking right at her doing like a little yo-yo around the worlds, like around himself and her, and just like like General Grievous when he's doing like a fucking thing. It's like that, like when he does like the thing that hits the ground. It was like that with yo-yos. He's just going for it.
What
and then
the fuck?
To end it, he like puts one away, starts doing crazy shit with one, throws it up in the air super high, catches it, and everyone's like, fuck yeah, like just screaming for this dude. There's this giant circle around yo-yo guy, and he's just going for it all night. It was insane. I swear, like there's no way he didn't get that girl's number like directly after. Like
he had to have.
It was just insane. Like, and everyone was like, why does this guy have yo-yos? But no one was like mad at it. Everyone was like, fuck yes. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Fuck yeah,
if you're out there, yo-yo guy, I love you, dude. That's some good shit. Fucking insane. I can't believe I never told you that story.
Those are the kind of people that make going out to the clubs fun.
Yeah, man. Like that, you know what? And you were one of those guys because you did the worm on that stage.
Dude, yeah, I'm a one-trick pony though.
That's fine though. Who cares? That guy was too. He's the yo-yo guy, and that's it. He can't do anything else. As soon as he pulls out those yo-yos, he's yo-yo guy for the night, and he cannot put them away. He's fucked. It's the same thing with anyone. He's yo-yo guy, and that's it. He had one thing, and he used it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. You got one thing. Yeah, you either commit or you don't. And he was fucking committed, man. Why is that so funny to you?
You were so passionate about that, dude.
I'm telling you, man. If you only got one thing, you just gotta go for it.
Oh my god. I'll tell you what then. Next time we're out at a club together, I'll do the worm again for you.
Good. I'm gonna hold you to that. And everyone that's listening to this
there. Yep. Yeah. Come out to what we'll post it somewhere like, hey, we're going out to a club. So if you listen to the podcast, make sure you're there.
That feels like doxing ourselves. We're also not
a little bit.
We're also not that big of a podcast at all. So I don't think it would matter.
Well, it'd be more kind of just like
a small community thing.
You want to meet up with us?
Yeah.
Like, is that really doxing ourselves? Because I'm not being like, I live at this address in this city.
To an extent, it is kind of doxing ourselves if we say we're going to be at this place at this time. But it's also like, who really gives a shit with like our 10 people that listen to this?
True.
So it's kind of like whatever. But yeah, you should definitely come up one of these weekends soon because I'm starting to like want to go out every weekend now because I have nothing else to do. So,
hell yeah, dude. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Even if like not a lot happens, just being drunk is still always fun.
Yeah, true. Well, plus you and I haven't like really been drunk around each other.
Yeah, because that one time that we went out, we just had like some stuff to pregame, and that was pretty much it.
Well, because we couldn't really get anything else.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I definitely did not have enough to be drunk going into that club.
Yeah, I was like just tipsy, but
like.
How did I even convince you to do the worm on the stage if you weren't even that drunk?
You know what? Maybe I did have enough.
Maybe. Because like I feel like you wouldn't normally, if you like right now sober, you would not.
Do the worm?
I don't think you would have.
Oh, in that club? Hell no. If I was sober, hell no.
Exactly. So I feel like you had to have been a little bit sauced,
Yeah. You're probably right. I don't know. Like, I'm the kind of person like I don't like being the center of attention, but at the same time, like sometimes it's fun.
Well, yeah, I know. I know exactly what you're saying. Look at Jamie just rubbing all up on my pillow.
Yeah, and he just threw up earlier too.
Yeah, but don't remind me of that, man. He's fine though. I love his the way he goes about like making his little nest to sleep and like lay down and shit is so annoying and drawn out. What are you doing? Get out of there. what I thought. Looking through my like bedside shit. Oh boy. Well, we've definitely been going for a hot second. I don't know how long we've been going for.
Neither do
But
I.
we should probably wrap.
Didn't you start a timer?
Not this time, because we just kind of were going. I didn't think about it.
I thought you said you were gonna start one like in the middle of it.
Yeah, and I didn't. Because it doesn't really help you much when you don't know how long. That would just be like,
Yeah.
well, we've been going for half an hour from maybe 45 minutes, so it's like it doesn't really help you.
True.
I gotta get better at that. Hopefully Jacob wraps up his stuff for the school year soon so we can get him back in here so he's not a freaking loser.
This will be the third one, right?
Yeah.
That our scheduling hasn't really worked out.
Yeah, we miss our boy.
Yeah, we do.
I'm sure
one of the 3 videos.
Yeah, I'm sure all the 10 people that listen miss him too.
I would say so.
Yeah. If you miss Jacob, let us know. And also text him incessantly. No, I'm just fucking around. Everyone fuck up his phone. Just blow it up. No, but we do miss Jakey. It's always a good time.
Yeah, it is. It's always really fun when all 3 of us are here.
Hopefully next week. We're also late on this episode because the scheduling was just shit. I was super busy from Wednesday night to yesterday, like midday. I was just like not having time, and then it just didn't work out. But
yeah, all of us were kind of busy at different times.
Yeah,
and then it's just been shitty. But Jacob's doing his like finals stuff now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is wrapping up a final at 8:00 and it's 7:53, so he's like in the middle of one right now.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, so and then I think he said he's gonna be studying for another one tomorrow. Like he's up shit's creek, but it's his final year, so it makes sense that he's got a lot going on.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's Jamie. Well, there will be, I don't even know, 2 links maybe, unless I link whatever else. There's going to be the highlights channel and the main channel linked in the description on whatever you're listening to this on. By the way, who the fuck listens on Samsung podcasts? Like, does anyone? Not to derail, even though I just already did and started. Let me look at this real quick. I wonder if we even have anyone that listens on Samsung, or if I can even see. Googlebot, Safari, Chrome, Firefox, Spotify, and Apple. So it looks like no. But that's one of our things that in the distribution, I clicked it and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck. If you listen on Samsung podcasts, I don't know. Good for you, but I just don't know who listens on there. Like, I just don't fucking understand.
Like, good for you.
Oh shit, we can get on Pandora and stuff now too. iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn. There's a bunch more options now. Well, it looks like we're going to be expanding our reach. What the fuck is Deezer? I've literally never heard of Deezer. Oh well, yeah. It's fucking crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, there'll be linked to 2 YouTube channels that have 0 videos as of right now, but you can subscribe so you know when they do get posted. I mean, this one honestly, I could probably throw together some highlights from. There was some good stories in there, so
true.
I'll probably do that because I need to learn how to edit anyway. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for listening for however long this has been. If you're still here, oh shit, we gotta give people stuff to comment if they've got this far.
Oh yeah. Text us. What should we have them text us, Danny?
Let me look at my talking points and see if I didn't get to anything fun. I don't fucking know. What's a funny phrase that we said this episode?
We could just say,
just text us exploding baby. That's a good one.
Hell yeah. Text us exploding baby if you've gotten this far in the podcast.
Or leave it in the
Dude,
comment down below.
Funny real
you're on
quick
YouTube.
before we leave.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a single text. from
No, me
anyone.
either, dude. I'm like, fucking text us already, dude. No one gives a shit to get this
People
far in.
people don't be listening this far.
Or if they do, they're like, I'll do that later. No, if you're listening to this right now and you're
Do
like,
it
"Oh, I'll
right
do it
now."
later," yeah, get your phone out.
right now.
Exactly.
Right now.
Get your phone out right this second and either leave a
Text.
comment if you're on YouTube or text us exploding baby. And then I don't know what happens after we say thanks for listening, I guess.
once we post shit on YouTube, we should have people comment like, wow, that story was so funny. And it's just like something completely irrelevant that like we don't talk about.
We'll give them an exact quote of like, wow, at timestamp blank, that was very funny. And then it's just the comments are filled with that. That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
But, yeah, seriously though, you guys should text us this time. And then the payoff will be lame because we'll say, haha, that was funny, right? Or like but it'll still be fun. And we'll know who the true fans are.
Exactly.
I'll know
So far.
And I'll know which one of my sisters actually listens all the way through.
Yeah, so far it's none of you. None of you.
All 10 of our followers are like, I'm dipping out early on this one.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. Just start getting all aggressive and mean like, fucking do it.
Yeah, I think it'd be funny if every episode we get more pissed at how people have it. But yeah.
Fuck.
What the fuck? We're blowing up in Kansas, by the way. The dot has gotten more red, which means it's been more downloads there.
Shout out to my homies in Kansas.
I don't know who the fuck
Probably-
it is, but
Probably just a VPN.
well, I don't know, maybe. But I said we are gonna rap like 3 times. We're rapping for real this time. Leave exploding baby in the comments or text us it. Go follow or go subscribe to both of our channels. Anything else we need to plug? Just keep listening because we love you. We appreciate every second of it. That was a solid vape hit.
Thanks.
Yes,
We do appreciate we appreciate you guys listening. It's always fun. We like doing these a lot.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.